Hey there, good afternoon, everybody. I want to welcome you here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're here for the episode of What's New. This comes out Saturday night around 8 o'clock. Basically, it's a show in which I talk about a new album that's come out in the calendar year we're in, which is 2025. And the album we're going to do today is called Red Sun. It's by Sykofant. Sorry. It's an EP, actually. It's not a full album. So we only basically have 3 songs here. This was released on March the 20th, 2025. It's about 22, 23 minutes in length on the Sykofantic record label. The album is kind of similar in design and feel as you would get on the Chronicles of Father Robin. So it's kind of an intricate kind of almost artwork type thing going on. Produced by Emil Moen. The personnel or the people in Sykofant are Emil Moen, guitar, vocals, Per Serb on lead guitar, Melvin Trader on drums, and Sindra Hagen on bass. So there are basically 3 tracks on this album. The first track out is called Ashes. Starts out with a kind of a low synthesizer part, low synthesizer guitar part, I guess a better, more accurate term here. The guitar does pick up, gets a little bit heavier. It's got a kind of catchy riff. Moves at a bit of a moderate pace. I wouldn't say it's super fast or super slow. It's kind of a bit of a moderate pace. Lots of heavy guitar as you move along. Lots of heavy hooks, catchy riffs, and a really catchy heavy guitar solo as well. I would say it gives a kind of a almost prog metal feel to it, but not really too metal. Just a little bit heavy, and the guitars are heavy, but there's not necessarily a metal sound to it. The next track up is called Red Sun, which is kind of the title track here. It's got a heavy synth sound, a kind of a bit of a banging noise going on towards the opening as well. Heavy guitar riff with lots of heavy drums throughout this track. Some acoustic elements. All melodic in sound, I would say. And it's clear. It's a very melodic album. Heavy melodic album, that is. It's got almost a Floyd sound through it, at least to the vocal part. Very Floydish. Vocals are clear, melodic, low range. There's a hint of Rush initially. When you first start hearing this track, you get that kind of hint like you're listening to Rush, but not overly, so it's just a tiny bit. It's got a kind of a melodic forward in the mix, the lead guitar part, which is pretty strong, I think. So this is one of the better songs, probably the best song on the album, I think, or the EP, as it's probably more rightly says. Then you have Embers, which is the final track, also the longest track on the album. Kind of a heavy guitar opening with a couple of solos before it dies down a bit. The vocals are clear, moderate, a bit of that prog theme sound to it. It's pretty heavy throughout this track. Pretty heavy track, I think. Overall, I find them to be progressive in their way they arrange their music. It's heavy. It's got a little bit of that kind of metal prog sound to it, a little bit of that Rush sound to it at times. But I would call it more melodic than anything else, and definitely has a strong Pink Floyd influence on it. Although I think it's probably better instrumentation here than you might get with some of the more melodic Pink Floyd. When I say better instrumentation, I'm talking about the collective of it. I'm not just talking about the guitar. The guitar is pretty strong. Bass is pretty strong. Keyboards are pretty strong. Everything's pretty strong, but it's a little bit more detailed, a little bit more almost very progressive sounding to it, where Floyd tends to be a little bit more melodic and heavier with a little bit of more of that slow guitar sound to it. Anyways, definitely a good album. I like this one. I did like their last one as well, but this one I think I like a little bit more. I just wish there was a little bit more material, but probably maybe that'll come as we go along here. So today's album, Sykofant Red Sun E.P. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. And if you have, please hit the like and subscribe. And if you want, you can make comments about the album down below, or about the band, or about anything I've said. And we will be back next week with another episode of What's New. And throughout the week, it's probably going to end up throughout the week being the Flower Kings album, which I still owe. Probably should have done it this week, but I had some serious stuff that I had to get done, and I'm still doing that. Today is the last day to do it. So anyways, take care and have yourself a good one, and goodbye. Take care.